Hello guys, it's been an amazing weekend. Trust me, it's so good to be here again.
Yes.
This is Echoes. And I am Ladypash, B to the A to the Y to the S to the H. And yes, I missed this. Only job boy, is that how you say it? On our trouble. Jeez, I beg. It's not with the way you guys are just calling me over the week. You don't see this film, you don't see this film, you don't see this film. And I'm like, waiting happen. Calm down now, calm down. And it's like I said, I'm Ladypash.
Yeah, it's good to be here again on the show Echoes with the ladies. I am JBM, and that's fine.
Okay, my name is Rosemary. You can call me MO, and it's another beautiful time to be here. Okay, so like I always say, sit back, relax, and enjoy. We are here to give you some movies, review the good movies and the bad movies. You know when you hear Echoes, what's hearing now?
And basically, it's going to be value for your data.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking on YouTube now, I remember many years ago where we used to have this marketers, the time of renting CDs, renting VHS, and it got to a point that Nollywood released movie, I think twice a week.
Okay.
And I think Mondays and Thursdays, like too much movies, and that's what we're having on YouTube now.
Yes.
Every second
Every second you're
films
seeing
just dropping. So it's better for you to have
platforms
review
like
platforms
this,
like this to be sure of the kind of movie you want to go and watch, and
Of
trust us that
course.
we'll be bringing you good movies. And I always say that there is no bad movies, but there's always bad actors,
Yes.
bad writing and bad
Production.
and bad eyes too, because sometimes
yes, the eye.
when you told me
I can see somebody going through heartbreak. Okay. Then you now say a particular movie and you're like, no. It's a good movie, but because that eye. Yes. It has seen premium shaggy and then you're not saying, well, that's why we're here for you. We use our, critical eyes.
Yes.
I mean, three lantilati. Is that lantilati? Is that the word?
Lanti big koro height.
my eyes is not Latin.
Okay, so we use our very good eyes to see the bad, the good, and then we leave the rest for you to decide if you want to see it or not. No.
Okay, so this week we'll be doing two movies, and of course we'll be doing one from B12 Steven. B12 Steven will not stop coming on the show.
Yeah.
Maybe let's
She's
say
doing well.
because she's doing well.
Yeah.
And there's one thing about now she acts also, but she focuses more on
Others.
yes,
Okay.
producing and bringing others forefront. And the second movie will be reviewed also by Omoni Oboli. Omoni Oboli is an actor. But this particular movie, she didn't act.
Yes, she was there.
I remember, she did one movie too. Where is this trending movie?
What's that again?
Achalugo.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, that's Achalugo.
Love and everyone.
Yes, Achalugo. She was not in that movie also, and the movie sold well. So I like the fact that
allow other people to shine.
allow other people to shine. Unlike some people, it's not a bad thing. If you are the producer and you want to act, it's not a bad
Some
thing.
of them even take the lead role and then they end up crashing that movie.
I remember I used to have one actor then that he be the singer, being the editor, being the
all in all.
But you know that you can actually take a lead role and still not make sense.
Yes, because sometimes if I feel like Mo will do better than I, despite the fact that I'm the end of the movie, I should allow Mo to
shine.
yes.
be better, because I'm the one getting the money.
Yeah.
I'm not getting the money, right?
I don't think most of those producers actually know that.
Yeah, to truth be told, acting and let's say film production is not cheap.
Okay.
Well,
So instead of me
taking
paying Mo, why
for the
can't
lead
I
role,
do?
so I'll just
and
be
also,
myself.
yeah, behind the scene, I'm the cameraman. I'm holding this.
Yes,
mic, I'm holding okay, I get that part.
It's not easy.
But I think
so
that's why I always give it to
B12
Steven. Yes.
Yeah.
You don't find her focusing attention. She's not focusing on herself.
She's
giving a story. Yeah.
Yes.
I've met people that worked with her.
And our storylines are very good.
Yeah. So other movies, actors,
Yes.
and
Okay.
producers also. But why? Next time we are coming on Echoes, I will make sure that we are reviewing a movie written by a man.
That's true.
Because today,
I think that these days, when
ladies are actually
for
pushing. Yes, for
you have
YouTube,
more ladies, and I think subsequently we're going to be bringing movies from Netflix, movies from the cinema.
Yes,
So I mean,
Prime
because I know the
also.
people who feel no YouTube, it's not my thing.
That's why they say that was. I know there was an issue between. Some actors then. YouTube
actor.
That sounds somehow.
You're kind of
like
close
it's a
to us.
platform. It's a platform. If you're an actor, you're an actor. Regardless
It's
of where you're showing it.
It's still you're selling.
Yes.
Not the platform.
Well, we're going to be bringing some cinema movies.
Yes,
also,
we're going
because
to
some
bring in
people be
that.
like,
before you go and spend that money, we're going to give you the review.
Yes.
So just like JBM was saying, I think one of the movies we're going to be reviewing today by Bjorn Steven is I Chose Me.
Oh my God, that
I'm sure
movie.
somebody's wondering somewhere like, boya the person now chose herself or himself. Now look at it, I'm the one that owns this food. It's me that we eat it.
I chose me movie is I like the fact that it was engaging from start to finish.
Yes,
you are glued to whatever devices you are using to watch that movie, either TV, any of the devices. You just want to stay good and see what next. It was well written. The pace was okay for me. The casting, the lines,
yes,
the lines. Me watching the movie, and sometimes I will pause and retake the line in my head that I like how this line was, and the acting, the camera angles, the setting also. The actors.
We had Deyemi
Okonlawon. That's Bade.
Yes.
I don't think someone else could have done better for me.
Really?
Deyemi did well.
Oh, well, he did well.
Well, I think he did well because there's something about Deyemi's face. It has this sometimes mean looking vibe. And yes, I think he was a better actor for that role.
But and the wife also, I love the transition, looking happy,
a boss
when she was working, and when they changed just everything.
The Ankara pattern and all of that, and Chiamaka,
but for people out there wondering, okay, I chose me. I think this movie practically talks, or it's relatable. It talks about virtually every woman.
Yes,
I say every woman because at one point or the other we have been able, it's been a time where you have to make a choice.
Yes,
as far as I think it's everybody anyway.
That's what I'm saying. That's why in Nigeria, like,
not every woman, everybody.
This JBM, the attitude you're bringing right now,
I think sometimes men too sacrifice.
What really?
Give me an instance.
Men sacrifice their time, sacrifice their moments, sacrifice their goals just because of. I've seen men that say, okay, we have to go to school together. You understand? Maybe after going to marry, maybe want to do maybe MSc or something. I feel okay. Oh, woman, please go ahead. I will stay back.
JBM, I'm going to ask you a question. I was in the midst of some men, probably 4 weeks ago, and then one of them, out of frustration, said, "Marriage will pay me." Marriage is not for men.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask you, for
the person that said marriage will pay one year.
Okay.
Is it so? Like, what is about coming out from you if this man listens to this podcast?
No. It has its own reason.
Okay.
It has its own reason, and sometimes when they say that marriage do not pay them, let's ask them how much of investment has it made into a marriage? Because I know also that men has this way of believing that they will always reap. Because there's Yoruba that somewhat telling men that do whatever you are now or whatever you like now. By the time your child grows up, it will always look for you. It will take care of you. Do you get? So it makes men lesser involving into the life of the children of family. But some people had actually invested into the marriage and also reaping what they've sown. So for me, and let us go back to the home page and see how well men actually invest into the marriage. Women are always there. Most women are always there with their children, with their into their marriage, and I feel like, okay, the society will not. It's easier for a man to say that I'm married, but I have a job in Jos. In Jos. I want to travel to Jos. But a woman will feel like, I'm married, my husband is in Ibadan. Probably I have a child or not. I have to consider that. Let me stay back. Let me release the job. But man, it's easier for some men to just carry their bag.
And that's where it comes to this movie. We are giving up a lot of things in marriage.
Let's have a recap of what this movie talks about.
Yeah.
I think basically the movie has to do with a woman who had to let go a career. Yes, it's a career. Then housing.
Yes.
Because apparently, with the way she made it sound, she actually lived better than the guy. If she was going to relocate from the island to the mainland, so obviously she was living better than the guy.
Yes.
Now this is the case of.
I hope it's not the Lackway side. Sorry, I'm not bad. I'm only saying because of Jennifer's movie, how Lackway was portrayed. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, all of that to where is beautiful and now, but that's by the wayside. Now this is a woman who had a thriving career.
Yes.
They happened to work together, but then because of marriage, she had to let go of that position so that he could continue. And the bad part of it is he reneged on his promise because he promised he was going to set up a business for her. But eventually she became a full-time housewife. I know if we have to bring up this topic, we have a lot of women on this table.
Oh my God.
And she was neglected, no love,
no money.
All and no money. But of course, down the line, one way or the other, what is in you is in you. She was able to, do something, go family and friends, and you have a man who is jealous, a man who cannot, who is controlling, who cannot tolerate
domineering,
who is domineering, all of that. So that's just a short view of the movie without giving you a spoiler alert.
For the movie. Honestly, the guy had shown. I don't think there was a place before the issue of dropping your job. The guy had shown that he was not a good person. That he was not going to stand by his word. So I'm not sure the lady made a wrong decision by drop, because the alternative was I'm going to drop my career and pick up a business. Do you get? Which is fine. I know some women do not want to do 9 to 5.
Yes,
they don't believe in it. But I want to keep doing something. But most men. Some men find it difficult when their wife is shining.
Yeah,
more than
because they feel like it might not really more than them, because apparently if the woman is actually doing business, they are on different paths entirely. But for the fact that you will not come to say, sir, I need that, and for that man, because he wants to cover a lot of things, promiscuity, what do they call it now? Yes, and other things. It needs infidelity. It needs to show the lion at the tribe of Judah. That house. Do you get? So that woman will be afraid to confront him, because she knows that.
JBM, I have a question for you. Are men that wicked?
Human beings are wicked.
But okay.
Generally, human beings are wicked.
If you put like 10 women in this room now, and then you ask them what they are going through in their marriage,
many of them will have
a lot to say.
Not just, they will have that kind of story.
Yes.
Depending on the women you put together, because there are some men also that. The truth is, let's put Bukawoshika. Let's put what's her name? Ngozi Konje-Iweala. Let's put Shalakija. Let's put them, 10 of them. They will tell you something different.
But she was more like this following Shalakija. But the man had to bring. I mean, if she followed her career, she was going to be like this women that you were saying.
And maybe something went wrong. She felt like, okay, she needs to go back.
Nothing went wrong.
She has an alternative. She wanted the business.
I think that they were both not in their right.
Everybody knows that most organizations will not allow you. By the time they were dating, what were they thinking about? What were they discussing?
Especially, but I think that I feel like she was also pressured. If you notice, she was not seeing a proposal coming.
Yes.
You could tell she was surprised. She was taken by surprise.
The friend told her that it's not bad to leave your job, but is it worth it? But when you are doing that, be sure that it's worth it. Do you get?
Yes.
So, for me, most times we jump into conclusion because we feel like, let me just quickly do this. Let me go to. They were not even married at that time when she had to drop the job. Do you get? So, you should love your path. You should love your journey so much that if anything's going to jeopardize that, you have to be sure of what you are going into.
But what about the sister? This culture, this
yes.
Please.
That's another thing also. The woman was actually telling her elder sister or her aunt, but her aunt has a way of trying to
convince her.
Because of what? Because of the same narrative. That if you leave this, you get that is one thing about
the generational thing.
I don't have a husband.
Yes.
And now you're about going through that part. So that's why I said I feel like it's an African thing, especially Nigeria. We just have this, especially for female. If you're a successful lady,
yes,
you've gotten to a certain age, it is expected of you to at least own a man. Yes, own a man. And when a man comes and you try to put your career before, before that,
yes,
you find the society trying to make you see reasons why being, marriage is way important than that. And then there's, of course, we also know that, or we have the belief that men are supposed to. Are you supposed to? Because men are supposed to take care of their women.
Yes.
So that's the narrative they peddle. Don't worry, marry. He will take care of you. That's his job.
He must have a plan. I am sure that he has a plan.
Banking on.
Yeah.
But in all of this, I choose me. That's all I can say.
Okay. But I want to ask you a question. Well, you are married.
Okay.
Okay, so if you have to do that,
okay,
would you also leave your job?
No, don't put me on the spot.
But seriously, sometimes when you look at
it happened to a friend of mine. That's why I'm saying this.
Sometimes if you feel like, okay,
it is worth it.
I feel like running a business, and you're living your career.
Yes.
One of the things you should never do is to stop your career before starting a business.
Okay.
Start your business before you leave your career.
Okay.
Do you get? If the lady had started something, do you get? Could have been able to manage the storm, but because it was just banking on human words.
When after we get married, it's going to do this.
What stopped me from starting it now? Do you get? Because you have to see the sacrifice the other person is willing to put into you starting up a business. Do you get? The person should push you. Okay, you have to start a business. Let's go and look for a store.
Yes. She should have the money in our account even before all of this.
So not just banking on words, but I want us to look at the sister, because it's another thing also. You can't shy away from the reality, because people will start counting it, and you say it's Nigerian thing. Yes, we are Nigerians. We will look at it.
Full blood.
Auntie, you're local. We know the test we have to look at it because that is who we are.
Yeah.
So I think another thing is that most times we, as the auntie, I understand the fear, and the concern. I love the fact that the movie was able to resolve that at the end. You understand? The auntie later realized that.
She stepped in.
But
okay,
I keep saying it. Spoiler alert. I feel like people should see if it was worth it. If eventually the husband, kept his promise. If she was able to find herself, because I think finding yourself is the major thing there when you are in such situation. Learning as a woman, knowing when to find yourself, how to find yourself. Because, like I said, if you put 10 women, like you rightly said,
yes,
7 of them have the same issue.
Change the women and put another 10 women.
See that coming?
Why not? This. Can I ask this?
Okay, please go ahead.
At what point does a woman stand her ground in a marriage? Because I saw that in that movie. I would really want you to watch that movie. Okay, so I saw that in that movie she took in a whole lot.
Okay, let me answer that.
Yeah,
that took in a whole lot. I think it's when you realize you're being stripped of everything.
Okay.
How won't I have an account? The moment I feel like you're living the good life and I'm not, obviously it's no longer love. You look good, you don't want me to look good, even if you don't want me to go out, but then I should look at least barest minimum. But it was the worst of the worst, and I don't think any woman deserves to go through that, where you have to practically beg for this, and then when you find yourself constantly asking for attention, for money, for love, for anything, at that point, yes.
And also, I would say one thing that stood out for me in that movie is the power of family.
Yes.
Power of
friends.
Thank you.
You get having a friend to speak with, because most times that's one thing people like the husband would do. They want to strip you off
everyone around you.
You get, so they don't want you to speak to people. They want to bring down your social media pages. They don't want family members to visit you, and that is a signal. If anybody is doing that with you, either in relationship or in marriage, please.
How can somebody
It's
ask
not
me not
even
to
a
go on
red flag.
social
It's
media? Because
it's a red building.
billboard. Is it?
it's a building. It's no longer a billboard. All my wonder.
So honestly, family, have a good friend, have good friends,
Yes.
have good family,
friends.
and let's always look out for ourselves. I understand that yes, we do too much by saying that your husband, your parents' house is always open,
Yes.
and that makes women also not to loosen up their goods when they get to their husband's house, because in any like this, I can't
going
remember,
back to-
but it shouldn't be like that. But always know that you have family that you can speak to, and they will
And
fight
the
for you.
family, please make sure we also know that we have you.
Yes. When someone is telling you that this husband is beating
know,
me, believe.
Believe.
If it's late, if the
Hell.
man says that the wife is beating me. You see, ladies.
Okay.
Please
Don't have
believe.
time to talk about that phone, but I mean, it's really been a swell time. I've been laughing, I've taken more lessons,
Yes.
not just my view, and I'm sure that somebody out there has reasons to either see it or not see it. But
Yes.
our advice,
Okay.
see it.
Okay. Now, so before we go, let's look at the second movie. So, and that is that's
What Remains of
What
Us.
Remains
What
of
Remains of
Us.
Us by Omoni
Oboli.
Omoni Oboli.
Omoni Oboli. What Remains of Us. The story, it's not is not it's I don't want to say maybe it's a new story, like
New story because of the health challenge there.
I'm not saying that's what I'm saying. That's like funnily the B12 Stevens story.
Yes.
It's not a new story.
Yes.
It's well written, but it's not a new story. But this
Yes.
Omoni Oboli story, I think it's a new for me. I think it's quite new, but the story is not there for me
Okay.
personally.
Okay.
Because I've seen her work. I've seen
Yeah.
Omoni
Oboli
Oboli's
does
work.
good movies. Yeah.
This particular movie is just
It's just there.
It's just there. It's just there. It looks like a stew that they didn't put condiment, they didn't put seasoning, salt.
I think she was trying out the guy who acted there. I think that's Taiwo, the guy who did the
AGK.
AGK.
AGK, he is actually good though.
Yes, he's good. That's what I'm saying. I think,
in fact, what happened was that when I saw one movie that it was,
Okay.
and they were making reference to this What Remains of Us.
Okay.
That this guy is here again, commenters. So I had to go and check, and I saw the movie. I said, okay. So for me, and it's nice seeing the Stella Damascus again.
Nadia Buhari.
Nadia Buhari, rather.
Okay,
Nadia Buhari on screen again.
Off the
Yeah.
screen for a long time.
Yeah.
And I loved the way she was cool, calm, collected.
But did
and
she kill that role?
I would say yes, and I think I like the fact that the junior Nadia Buhari.
Okay.
was like that. Also.
Yes,
Yeah.
you know, the practically the transitioning was good. The AGK too,
Wow.
they also looked alike, and the kids. I love the fact that they made use of very smart
But you
kids.
have except smart. I don't know. Maybe because I'm not that kind. I'm not from that kind wealthy family.
Okay.
Is that how they behave? Because they were doing something
way
I
they
know
were
that my
talking.
mom would have given you. Do you get so?
I can relate to like
Oh, no,
I can relate to I totally understand where you're coming from, but please don't beat those kids. But basically, what Remains of Us is actually, it's a movie that has Nadia Buhari
Okay.
and AGK. That's not his real name. I think Taiwo, that should be his real name or thereabout. Apparently they've been lovers for
they were in
from
school.
when they were in school, got pregnant,
Yes.
and for some reasons that we didn't know, AGK refused to keep the child, wanted an abortion done and all of that, while Nadia Buhari stuck to the fact that she wanted a kid. One way or the other, there was a deception there. There was
Okay.
a deceit being played there. We thought we saw a miscarriage, which apparently didn't happen.
Yeah.
And down the line, we see Nadia Buhari as the real Nadia Buhari, all grown with 2 kids. Apparently,
Yeah.
they're twins, not identical twins though. And one way or the other, something brings them together.
Together again.
Yes.
And you can tell from few things, even the friend obviously notices this resemblance between AGK and those kids.
Yes.
Even though there's a denial in all of it. But the thing for me is, it was educative for me, because I eventually learned about the Lynch syndrome.
Okay.
And I think people should go see it. because I was wondering why he really didn't want kids. And when he talked about the Lynch syndrome, I kept wondering, the Lynch syndrome, why is it that he had to go do
Vexotomy?
Yeah.
No, I think he did that because he felt like he had.
He didn't want to transfer it to
No. I think he did that because he feels like he had made his first love, lost, babies, and he didn't want to impregnate another woman.
Yeah, he
So
did that because he didn't want
just-
to impregnate
yes,
another
another
lady.
Yes,
woman.
but
That was
basically it was still because he didn't want to pass on the
The
gene.
Lynch, syndrome.
Because apparently to him,
Maybe because
he says it is dormant in male and aggressive in female.
Yes, but
So
that was
small
why
guy.
that was why he does not want child.
Yes.
But why he did the vasectomy was because he
want
thought he was not
somebody
going
else,
to meet
yes.
another woman.
So he didn't want.
So he didn't want
somebody
to.
else
Yes, he want.
pregnant.
Yes.
So you
so he
need a single bachelor, a lawyer for that matter.
But then there's this thing I picked from AGK, which is very rare. I mean, if you want to relate this to we, the singles, the guys, the ladies out there. So when he got Nadia Barry, the younger one now, when he got her pregnant, did you remember when he was telling his friend in the office and he was like, we got pregnant?
Okay, yes, they were saying we.
Yes.
We removed it.
A whole lot of guys out there. People like you. Sorry, JBM. Your gender.
It's because it was not an issue. If it were to be an issue, you understand? Maybe someone has to go to the. Someone has to go to jail. But I love the lines. We.
Yeah. Like it's.
I've seen people. We are pregnant. We have a baby.
Please let's not be broke together.
Okay. Oh, pregnant together. We don't want to be
I like that, but for me, why was he angry when he later discovered that the kids were his?
Yeah, he felt deceived.
You know what
The cheater you want to kill.
But then it was deceit.
See, it's good.
Or probably the fear. What of the fear?
Felt, like after coming to love those children, imagine knowing that you're going to watch them die.
Yes, that's it.
Which we don't. I'm not spoiler alert. I would love.
I didn't even see that coming, but I didn't see that.
Yeah, but he just didn't want because he said he saw his family. His
mother
died,
and
his
sister
also died.
No, they don't have female in their family. I'm only asking.
You know what?
I'm only asking.
Omoniboli, you have a lot of. you have a lot of.
You can also watch and then drop your comments. Yes.
What do you think of the movie? But I think the only thing I love about the movie, personally, I love the kids. I love this thing they showed us between the mom and the children.
Yeah.
There's this friendship. There's this communication. The gap was not bridged. As the boy, as the girl, especially teenagers, it can be a whole.
I can't just sorry for button. I can't just have it because I was looking at their character. Oh my bad.
Oh, you obvious. You do that. And then lastly, I think you see, maybe just like Emo, I'm a lover girl too, and I saw AGK do a lot of trying to sweep Nadia off her feet.
Yeah.
And trust me, it was me he swept off.
With what? With
The gift of the way his way around the children, even Nadia, like making her feel, for somebody who was stone-hearted when she saw him, she wasn't ready for anything.
Yeah.
But was intentional, went from the children's football pitch and all of that.
I was even thinking maybe the guy was doing too much just to get
Do you know
attention
the other
of
guy also did too much? But see, when it is genuine, it is genuine.
That one was really
It is
probably
it
an
was-
opportunist, like the girl said.
Yes.
But they didn't show us any reason for us to believe there is an opportunity.
It wasn't even friendly.
Statements from the things he said. This is a single mother. And this is also something to every guy out there. When you're going for a single mother, see, dating one, marrying one is not a problem.
Yeah.
It's not an issue. But when you're dating them, it means you're taking that child.
The child also,
Do you
yes.
understand?
as
You don't
yours,
take the mom
yes,
and
leave
leave
child.
the
Because
That's
I
what
said
he was doing. Yes,
I
he
guess-
practically
yes,
was
I
about
guess
you
I
and
saw.
I love ourselves, and don't let anything
Anything.
come between us. I
between
mean,
us.
that was insulting.
So on a rate of 10,
For me, Ladypash, why now? For me, because it was well acted. Honestly, they did well. The setting,
okay.
I'll give it a 5.
okay.
You took the words out of my
wasn't
mouth.
expecting
that. I give it a
Only,
5.
I'll give it a 4 because I think I've seen Omonioboli do better movies, and I feel like it's still a good one.
Yeah.
Still a good one,
Still
but
a good
I'll give
one.
it a 4.
Still still a good one.
You always say there's no bad movie.
Yes.
Sometimes there's always something to,
I think
learn.
one of the things that caused that for me is because of the actors, because of the not the actors, now the characters.
Okay.
The characters were just
There.
too cool.
Yes.
All the scenes were just too
you.
cool.
Even
Nothing
for the
to
rival, for the guy working in India's office that liked her.
Yes.
I expected a lot from him. I expected them.
Yeah, there was no drama.
When
There was
Ejike
just-
come into
everything
the
was just
scene, he
beautiful.
said
Yes,
something.
we needed to see a little bit of what do you call it? Maybe not healthy rivalry.
Yeah, everything was just doing
This is there, and then somebody was about a GK.
Yeah, it comes with gifts, a GK the guy can.
And then the girl was so easy. She said, "My daughter is so difficult to please," and then
The first thing,
in 2
because of-
seconds.
Wait.
4. Thank you. It's a 4.
it's far from you.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much for joining us again on the edition,
Yes.
this edition of Echoes. I'm sure you learned one or two things, and one of the things we would always say is that you should go on to watch these movies and come back here to share your comment. Let's see if any of us, had goofed, or maybe we have another. You have your own view also, because see. We are not coming to come and give same review.
Yes.
We are coming to say
The way we saw it
individually.
differently.
So, and I'm sure that is the beauty of watching a movie. So, we'd say go and watch I Chose Me and
What remains
What
of us?
remains of
What
us.
Remains of Us. Okay, those are the two movies we saw. One by Biodun Steven and the other by Omoni Oboli. Of course, we'll be coming your way next time with another interesting two movies. Could be from the cinemas, it could be from Netflix or from Prime.
Yeah.
But till then, I am JBM, and that's fine.
And I also think that one of these days we should look at the producers of this movie. It's
Okay.
not just about reviewing movies alone. One of these days we should either bring a producer or just review one. For crying out loud. We'll get there to get better. I'm Ladypash, and of course, I'm looking forward to seeing you next time.
All right, my name is Rosemary. You can call me MO. And also you can drop in the comment section some movies that you would like to see us review next time. Bye.